The lost wax method is an ancient technique for creating metal sculptures by first making a wax model that is then encased in a ceramic shell and heated to melt the wax, leaving a cavity for molten metal to be poured into. This hollow metal casting is then cleaned and finished to produce the final sculpture. Join us for a road trip in the Western Cape, where we'll be visiting a South African artist using the lost wax method to produce masterpiece bronze statues. So this is something quite unique. Sheep crossing the road on a highway. That's quite something. Certainly something you won't see in Hong Kong. Through the town of Swellendam. Not time today to stop here, we just did a bit of shopping here. It gives some idea of what the town looks like. A lot of greenery here. And there's a lot of historic buildings as well. For example, this one over here. It's one of those beautiful buildings. We'll drive past a few more. This is the museum we went to last time. There's also a Drosti restaurant. Well, today we'll be entering Somerset West through Salori's Pass, which is a different way to get there. It's not quite as scenic as Clarence Drive, but as you can see, there's still something to see, the mountains, and we're just passing the Steenrus Dam, which is the major water supply for the Helderberg Basin. It is from this dam. And the weather here is much better. We're in Swellendam here, it's nice and sunny. Not nearly as cold as the 13 degrees at the start of the day. Salori's Pass. And already we can see Helderberg Mountain in the distance, and that's the mountain we're planning to climb tomorrow morning. There you can see a beautiful view of False Bay. On this side you can see some other mountains. So still quite a scenic route, not quite as beautiful as Clarence Drive, but it's still a very nice route to take. Where we are now, you can see Helderberg Mountain on the left, and that's the mountain we'll be climbing tomorrow. And this is one of our last self-drive journeys now from the restaurant, vegan restaurant, we just finished lunch at to Helderberg College. Then we're just going to unpack the luggage, clean the car, and make our way to Stellenbosch to drop off the car. And here you can see there's some people asking for money for food, and they probably use it for drugs and alcohol. Lots of palm trees here, a little bit of wind, but it's quite a nice day. Ja, ik maak een video. These are some of the chicks. Beautiful little chicks. Here on Helderberg College, one of my friends I used to study with. interesting. Some of their heads are yellow. Oh, sorry, green. Come on. They grow very quickly. There he goes. He caught one in his hand. What's that?
Okay, let's let go of it.
It's okay.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt. In the historic town of Stellenbosch, we visited some famous sites like the Theology Building and statue of Germany's Marion Hofmeyr before getting a personal tour in the shop of renowned South African sculptor Steven Rothenbach.
Hi, welcome to my studio here in Stellenbosch. I do all these sculptures. This is still in wax. It's a good 40 party. And cast in bronze. So little characters like Batty and Foxy, Lion, the king of the jungle. It's still in wax. So this is a commission piece. It's almost complete in wax for bronze.
The beautiful wax models that Steven pointed out are artworks in themselves, but in the lost wax method he's using, these statues are just temporary and will be melted down before creating permanent ones out of bronze.
This is, for instance, a nice example of a story is the tale of Owl and Robin, where Owl sits in the present, looks into the past and knows the future in his wisdom, and the Robin is doing the dance of life in front of the owl.
The impressive owl sculpture Steven described here is about the persistence of memory and view into the past, while the owl knows the future. Just like in the statue's narrative, those walking with God can take comfort in the fact that he knows the future and has great plans for those who follow him.
And then if you have a look at the example of my monumentals outside,
the details in Steven's sculptures are astounding, and his hair monumental, inspired by the tail of the tortoise and the hair, even includes a tiny tortoise in the eye, being a reflection of the tortoise winning the race. Kraken, the giant octopus next to the hair sculpture, weighs 227 kilos. Monumentals like these can easily take a year to make, but a master like Steven can complete one on order in as little as 4 months.
I also enjoy superstition, and I enjoy images like the owl that you saw, where you have the duality of wisdom and death, and I involve both into our cultures. This big piece is the heaviest of these 3 monumentals outside, and she's the northwest wind. Her name is Goddess. She has horns. She's a beastly wind. She's one of the 2 beastly winds that predominantly blow here in the Western Cape.
The northwesterly wind, to which the name of this gigantic masterpiece of Steven Rothenbach is linked, is a strong winter wind that brings the Cape region its cold, wet weather. Like myself, Steven is fascinated by nature and animals. He enjoys exploring the emotional, humanistic content that he perceives in animals, their personalities, as well as their relationship and integration with people and our changing natural environment. I think we can all learn something from this master sculptor in Stellenbosch. After a fascinating visit to Steven's shop, we went for lunch with our friend and local pearl dealer, Rousseau Crevier. He took us to Postcard Cafe, a restaurant with one of the most scenic views in the Western Cape. If you enjoyed this journey with us, Please consider subscribing to the channel and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. See you again in our next episode.